insight of my week from hell. Sense to dress nice in the job because I got covered in chocolate and cake. Good morning. I have my first wedding today, so I'm going to do a daily vlog on setting up for the wedding, getting there to the venue, everything we do. We have a dessert table and a single tiered cake, so nothing overly huge. To give you a little insight of my week from hell, basically we had a storm in Dublin and a lot of places around my area got flooded, including the bakery, and unfortunately it was under inches of water. We have a dehumidifier getting rid of all the water for the last few days. Honestly, I'm very lucky there's not a huge amount of damage, as in none of my electrics went, even though I thought they were going to because they were under so much water, but so far so good. The floor has dried out massively because it's just sitting on concrete. It has dried out so quickly, so wasn't expecting that. I have to get a new floor next week. I have to get paint. My skirting is wood around the edges of the bakery, so they might be pulled out and done again. And the bottom of where my ovens sit, we had to take out the bottom layer. It's sitting over there. But yeah, the bottom layer unfortunately is wood, so that's been a bit damaged over here. So very lucky. I have my fridges all over the place because the most damage was over here to the left. So I have a missing fridge. She's over there. So okay, let's get started for first wedding of the year. Okay. I'm also working in my favourite venue, which is Ballymacarbee. Again, I'm there a lot this year. Get some water into me. I know I'm super tan. I washed off the first layer last night, but I think I have to wash off another layer because I'm still quite dark. I think if you watched my last vlog, I was on Harry Potter Audible 5. I think I'm on 7 now. Yeah, I'm on 7. Okay, it is now 8:45 and I have more or less everything done. Flavours we have today are, let me see, we've got batch of brownies, batch of Viennese whirls with raspberry filling, raspberry white chocolate loaves, we have cinnamon apple loaves, we've pistachio chocolate, we've got lemon drizzle, we've got lemon and blueberry. Those that they only kind of wanted 4 or 5 flavours. They didn't want a huge amount. The main cake is raspberry white chocolate as well. And then I have a few extra to give the couple themselves in a little box for their room. I'm gonna go down, have some breakfast, and then change my clothes, get a little bit more presentable, I'm a little bit more presentable. I find it really hard to dress for work. I am not the most fashion girl. I'm not very stylish, and I always seem to rock up to venues in leggings and like a jumper. Mostly because I'm running around, like I'm obviously carrying all of these boxes up and out of venues, up and down stairs, in and out of the car. So it's really impractical for me to be in a nice dress and like a pair of sandals. I'm obviously bending over, picking up, like squatting, everything. So it makes sense for me to wear like gym wear or athleisure wear to venues. But I always get really jealous of girls who just do, like obviously if I do dessert tables, I usually wear leggings. If I'm doing a wedding cake, I might dress a little bit nicer. But I always get really jealous of the girls who dress nice for work as wedding cake designers. I always feel like I look like a bit of a slob when I'm in leggings and runners. Like even when I wear jeans, I just feel like I'm so restricted in my job. I don't know. I would love to create a uniform for myself that I get to wear for most jobs. I think, and maybe get some dungarees. I need some sort of uniform that's not just leggings, because I end up just wearing leggings every single day now and I never dress up, and I have a full wardrobe of clothes that I just never wear. But again, it makes no sense to dress nice in the job because I get covered in chocolate and cake. Anyway, I am fully rambling when I should be finishing my work. I'm up here now to put the rest of the cakes in the boxes, put some buttercream on, and I'm finish off what I need to do. It's about 10:30 now, so if this was a weekday I'd have to be leaving in like 30 minutes, but I can actually wait till like 12. Okay, I am about to head to Ballymacarbie, which is where my venue is. So just packing my handbag. So I have my wallet, some lip balm, hand sanitizer, my mic so I can plug myself up, and then I'm going to throw this in. So it is 10 to 12, which is very late if this was a regular day, as I've said. But since it is a weekend, there's going to be no traffic. So far there's no traffic on the road. So let's go to work. I've just arrived. They're mopping, so I have to wait. This gives me anxiety. I am just back from that wedding cake delivery, and honestly, there is nothing I love more than doing wedding cakes. Didn't already say I've had a really stressful week this week. The bakery flooded. I have to get a new floor done. Honestly, nothing hugely bad happened. Like, I didn't lose any electrics, I didn't lose any of my machinery, but the floor got destroyed. I have to do paint, and like any woodwork that sits on the floor kind of got destroyed, so I need to fix all that. But obviously we've had flood warnings for like 5 days, so I keep freaking out that we're gonna have a flood every day and the baker's gonna be flooded every time I go into it. But it's been a very stressful week, and people always think, oh, weddings are so stressful, they're so stressful. I was at that venue for an hour and a half setting up, and it's so therapeutic to me. I was so stress free. I was in my own little world, just creating and styling and doing what I love, just doing what I really enjoy. So I think I'm finally at the stage. Like, I think last year was the first stage I was like, yeah, this is not as stressful anymore to me. As much as like weddings are stressful, don't get me wrong, but obviously now this is my 6th year working in the industry, just not as nervous anymore, especially when you work in the same venues. I work in Ballymagarvey nearly weekly at this point, and I know the whole team. They're all so nice, so easy to work in. Like, you just get to go and do whatever you need to do and no one bothers you, and everyone just leaves you too, which is probably the best when you're doing a dessert table, because you're doing an hour and a half. Like, you don't want to be distracted. Anyway, I'm so stress free after that. I just need to maybe do a little bit of cleaning and I have tasters to do for tomorrow, so I need to get those done. But no, it was a good day. I didn't put my mic on. I was going to put my mic on and chat away as I was doing the table, but unfortunately the venue had music playing in the background, so obviously it would be in the background of the video and I'd get copyrighted. What else? Yeah, so that's wedding 1 of the year done. I was really happy with it. It looked like my regular stuff, but it didn't look like my regular stuff. The only thing is that room you do it in is a conservatory, so it's just full of windows, and when I arrived it was raining, so I was like, grand. That room is quite warm as well, because obviously it's freezing outside, it's winter, but all of a sudden the sun appeared, which the sun hasn't appeared in 25 days. It's been raining for 25 days straight, if not longer. I haven't seen the sun all month, and the sun appeared and was splitting the sky and coming through the window onto the table, onto the cake. So I was kind of freaked out that it may melt, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't melt though. It's not that hot of a sun to melt, but that's the only thing I was worried about. Other than that, it was a good wedding day. I like a Sunday wedding. I know a lot of people don't take Sunday wedding orders across all vendors because they like to have Sundays off, but honestly, like, I've never not worked a weekend since I started working at 18. I've always worked weekends. I've never been in a job where I didn't work weekends, so Saturday and Sunday aren't the same to me as what they are to everybody else. To me, Monday and Tuesday are my Saturday and Sunday, so they always have been. So I don't see my weekends as weekends. I hope the couple are happy with it. I hope everyone enjoys it. I hope it gets eaten. And I hope they have an amazing day, because it turned out to be such a gorgeous day in the end. So I'd say they'll get at least a good half an hour of photos in sunshine, which is nice. Okay, I've been rambling for like 10 minutes, but it was a good wedding day, a great start to the year. Would love to know what else you'd like to see from behind the scenes of the wedding. I know this is only a daily vlog, so it's not like I was showing you the prep or the cake making or anything like that. But what would you like to see? What would you like to see more of when it comes to wedding cakes or wedding setups? What are the details you want to know? Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.